The March for Life may be the year's biggest pro-life event, but these days so many people come to town the day before that it feels like the pre-march events are almost as huge. That's because organizers and activists try to take advantage of the large attendance to further their cause. They network with people from all over the world who come to the nation's capital for the march.
This is the largest pro-life event in the world.
There are also many organizations finding unique ways to take on the abortion fight. Dr. Pat Castle heads up the 6,800-member Life Runners.
Life Runners is the largest pro-life running and walking team in the world.
He says members can preach without words because of what they wear.
With the message that's on my back that I'm going to show you.
It says, "Remember the unborn," Jeremiah 1:5. All right.
Right. And Jeremiah 1:5 is that God knew us even before we were in our mother's womb.
Many here are especially motivated this year because Donald Trump will become the first president to speak to participants in a live address.
To have the leader of the free world on the side of life is a tremendous thing.
Some critics try to use Trump's past as an example that shows he doesn't share the same values as many marchers. Focus on the Family President Jim Daly says that's not the way to look at it.
I'm not here to defend President Trump or President Obama or President Bush before him. That's not my role. My role is to say who will stand up for life, who will support legislation that will save a baby.
And by that criteria, Reverend Samuel Rodriguez says the president's actions speak louder than words.
We did not elect him to be the pastor-in-chief, and his public policies, without a doubt, have advanced the cause of life.
Overall, Daly is encouraged that abortions are down, clinics are closing, and young people are getting the message.
They're the most pro-life generation of any generation. So I think there's something in the heart of young people that resonates with truth and what it means to be human, and the fact that I think over 60% say this is an immoral activity.
Mancini says these days pro-life groups and pregnancy centers are stepping up, providing $100 million a year worth of care and love.
Providing resources for women and men facing unexpected pregnancies. So these are things like diapers, formula, housing, money, classes.
Capitol Hill support is also being heard.
And taxpayers should not be forced to foot the bill for roughly $500 million annually for an organization like Planned Parenthood that exhibits such disrespect for human life.
People often wonder why the March for Life is held in January when it's likely that those marchers are going to freeze half to death. Well, it's because it marks that fateful day in January 1973 when the Supreme Court legalized abortion nationwide. Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.